My fish go absolutely crazy for this food, and there's a reason serious fish keepers use it. Today, I'm breaking down everything that you need to know about brine shrimp. Brine shrimp are basically tiny crustaceans from saltwater environments. They're sometimes called sea monkeys. They are a common live, frozen, or freeze-dried food that are used by hobbyists and breeders worldwide, and they are for some very good reasons. Fish love brine shrimp, and that's because, well, they're alive, so the tiny little movements mimic natural prey, which trigger a fish's hunting instincts. This makes brine shrimp much more stimulating than regular flakes or pellets. Aquarium fish don't normally get to use those hunting instincts because food just comes straight to them, but allowing them to has loads and loads of benefits. Brine shrimp are full of nutritional benefits. They're super high in protein, which is great for growth, and because of that high protein, brine shrimp are amazing for breeding fish, from conditioning the adults to feeding the fry. They can also improve activity levels, but as someone who feeds brine shrimp, I haven't noticed this one that much. Whilst brine shrimp are amazing, they do have a few downsides. They're not really a complete diet, so you shouldn't feed them every day. Overfeeding can pollute the water, because fish won't eat all the brine shrimp, and the uneaten ones can foul your water and hurt your water quality. The nutritional value can differ a lot from one tiny little guy to another tiny little guy, which can get pretty annoying. The main problem that I've found is that brine shrimp are very expensive, both to set up and to buy the eggs. When I set up my brine shrimp, I bought 2 hatcheries for $50 Australian, plus an air pump for around $20. The eggs are even more expensive, around $180 Australian for 500 grams. Even with these downsides though, I would highly recommend giving brine shrimp a try. And if you realise they're not right for you, the demand is always there for resale. Brine shrimp come in 3 different varieties: live, frozen, and freeze-dried, all with their own benefits and limitations. Live brine shrimp are amazing. They are obviously alive, so are the best for stimulation, but are also the most expensive up front because you have to buy the hatching equipment I listed earlier. Frozen brine shrimp are a convenient middle ground. They're not too expensive and they're very easy to feed, but they can go off after a month or 2, even in a fridge or freezer. Freeze-dried are definitely the easiest variety. They're the cheapest form of brine shrimp, but they're much less exciting. Feeding brine shrimp is actually pretty simple. First, I set up the salt water in a hatchery 2 days before I want the shrimp to hatch. Then I add in my desired amount of eggs. I wait those 2 days and boom, liquid gold to feed my fish. Most weeks I'll feed baby brine shrimp on the weekends, but sometimes a little more often. I like feeding to all of my fish, especially since I'm trying to get lots of breeding, but to save money there is the option to only feed certain tanks. Brine shrimp aren't magic, but when used correctly, they are one of the best additions to your feeding routine. Let me know down in the comments, would your fish eat this? And make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.